Hello, beloved. How are you today? I'm doing very well. It's raining like crazy out here. It had a lull a minute ago, and I decided to come outside. I didn't put this hat on because it's raining. I never get to wear it much here in Washington State. I have several of these, actually. I like military stuff because I was in the Marines and the Navy, and my family was all military, so I just like old military shit. And I just buy all kinds of different things. It doesn't have to be from me or from any one country. But I have several of these. I have old Russian Ushankas. I have the ones that have like the sheepskin sides and all that are gray. I got them from East Germany, the Czech Republic, wherever. I got them from all over. Ukraine, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying this to make a point. See, you don't know where this one came from. I could tell you this is Russian, or I could tell you this is Ukrainian, but you have no way to know, do you? I have been around politics most of my life. I've had my ins and outs with it. Before I was out of high school, I was already in like a teen Congress, teen Senate thing at the Texas State House. And it went down there for 3 days, and we wrote up all these bills, and we filibustered. I did filibuster for prayer in the public schools. I thought I was Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Madalyn Murray O'Hair, the head of the American Atheists, heard that there was somebody on the floor filibustering about public prayer in the public schools, and we wanted all the students to have a few minutes to sit silently, and they can just think whatever they want to think, but just quiet time, they could have. And so apparently she heard that somebody was on the floor speaking about prayer in the public schools. So she comes down to the Texas State House, and they're in the balconies creating a riot while I'm down here speaking. I'm just seeing stuff going on. I don't even have any idea what it is until afterwards. And they threw her out. But to make a long story short, I've run a congressional campaign in Sacramento. I've been in and out of politics. But I'm telling you, it's kind of like this hat. You don't know where this hat came from. I could tell you it's Ukrainian and I support the Ukraine. I could tell you it's Chechnyan or Georgia, or I got it in New York or something. I could tell you whatever. This one actually is really old, and this has the CCP logo on the inside from Russia, back in the old days. Back when it was the USSR, or the CCCP, whatever. But the thing is we don't know. When we look at things, we don't know. There has to be something called discernment. And you don't always even have the ability to have discernment. Today, people think on one side politically, oh, we're the rebellion, we're rebelling. But really, they're kind of like the culture, not the counterculture. And on the other side, the counterculture is the culture. It's very confusing. We don't know so much they tell us. So don't take anything you see on TV as real. You have no idea. We have no idea. There are crisis actors. Shit, in the 80s, literally in politics, there were price lists that going around, and they would say, okay, if you want so many Muslims at this corner in Paris at 5 p.m. a week from Tuesday, we can do that. It's going to cost you this much a head. This is not new. It's not just with those George Soros guys, them getting a check. People have been paid to cause problems for a long time. Look during the Civil War. Look at the riots in New York. They were rioting against the blacks being freed in New York because they didn't want to lose their jobs. They stole our jobs, The thing is just be wary. Don't accept things, because once something gets rooted in you, you attach your ego to it. Once I get an idea and that's right, and I attach my ego to it, then I'm in a dangerous position because my ego can be wounded as well as I don't know the facts. So one of the key things that I always have to do is I am always checking my information. I go back and recheck things every several years. I recheck concepts, make sure that I understand the newest information, the newest science or whatever. And that goes for everything that you're told. There's people who have a vested interest. It's been in the closet for a long time. It's not laying right. There's people who have a vested interest in deceiving us. They want us to buy their product, even though, like Lysol, they had women using that as a douche. There were ads in all the magazines about, oh, your husband's not going to love you. Have you lost that sweetness in your relationship? And then they basically burned themselves out. How many babies were not born? How many people died of cancer? It ate up their ovaries. Didn't care. There's no apologies. The ads were all over every magazine. All those doctors that said, hey, smoking's good for you. Do it. It relaxes your throat. I'm not even saying anything against smoking, but they got paid. Realize that the world is run very differently. The world is a lot like that ad you see for a new car, and it's got all that little stuff down at the bottom written, the legalese, They will fuck you. They don't love you. They have no love for you at all. I called the electric company today and talked to them. I had to go through a couple of people to find someone that was even sane. It would just talk to me. And I just want a meter turned off, Listen, the enemy runs the surface of things here. But this is not where we are or where we live. We are from another realm. Part of you is literally in the other dimension, okay? Your father, the part that was breathed into you, is from another place. This is not our home. And they don't really love us here. They actually hate you. They want you dead. If you don't believe them and you don't go along, and even if you do go along, they always feed on their own. It's a snuff film. You need to understand, this planet was turned into a snuff film by us. We are Adam. We screwed it. We blew it. So just be careful. You don't know what's going on behind the green curtain or whether they're telling you the truth. Don't let it get to you emotionally. Don't be like me. I yell at the TV and stuff. I'm one of those people. And it's not good. It's not good for me. It's not good for you. And none of that really matters. You don't have anything to do with what's going on the other side of the earth. Just be good to those around you. Just love yourself, love each other, and be wary. Be wary. You're smart. You're not stupid. You've seen people try to deceive you before. Keep your eyes open. He loves you. We're going up. We're going up. He's coming soon. Love you, brethren. God bless.